Hello and welcome to today's live A2 key class with E2 School. Thanks for joining. I'm Danielle and great to be with you. So we're doing level 1 of the Cambridge English key course, and welcome if you've been before, welcome back if you're new, and welcome if you're joining from YouTube as well. So on YouTube, if you're joining from YouTube, you have a chat box which you can use to put your answers, you can use to chat together. I can't see your chat box, however, so I apologise if I don't answer your question. But for those who are E2 School students, I can certainly see you in the chat box regularly. So I wonder how the weather is like where you are. I'm in Melbourne, Australia, and it's rainy and cool today. So how is the weather? We studied the weather last class. How is the weather in terms of the temperature, and what kind of weather is it where you are? Is it cold? Is it hot? Can you tell me in the chat box? The chat box is just at the bottom of your screen, your Zoom screen, if you can see that there. So let me know, how is the weather today where you are? Anyone let me know in the chat box. Please feel free to give your answer. No answers. Okay, just to check now that you can, if you can hear me and see me well, can you just type yes or please write okay in the chat box? That would be great. So I can check that you can see and hear me. Please type in the chat box now. Okay, I can't see anyone typing. I hope that you can hear me and see me okay. I'll just check everything is on. Yes, it is. So all good. So please write in the chat box if you can hear me. I'm going to show you our screen. So can you hear me? Please write yes or no or okay. Can you see my screen? So let me know. Thank you. Hi, Praveen. Thanks. Great. Michelle, hi. Great. Nice to be here again too, for me too. Great. Excellent. Fantastic. Okay, so today we are going to be talking in two ways. So chat box is to write answers, Q&A for box is for questions. So you can use either of those. And as you know, for people who've been to the class before, at E2 School, you can prepare for tests, so English tests. And Test Ready class is especially for vocabulary for tests. And to improve your speaking in terms of how you speak, how clearly you speak, and pronunciation, you can join the Speaking Lab. And also at e2school.com, there are grammar classes to improve your grammar. So they're fantastic for working on grammar points. And this class, Level 1A2 key class, is to practice grammar, vocabulary, and different skills. Like for today, we're focusing on writing. There's also listening, speaking, and reading. And at e2language.com, our sister school, we can help you with preparation for IELTS, for PTE, OET, and TOEFL. So please visit e2school.com to help your general English skills and preparing for these tests, and e2language.com if you're going to do these tests, if you have to sit these tests. With e2school.com, the cost to join is $9 per month. So I hope you can join if you are not a student already. Okay, so this class today, you'll need your computer, and which you have now because you're with me now. And also if you can have your phone ready, because we will play a game. We've played these before, they're fun, on kahoot.it. If you don't want to use your phone, you can't use your phone, you can also use your computer, that's fine, to play the game on with, just go to kahoot.it. Okay, so today in our class, what we're going to learn, we're going to be doing Unit 1, Lesson 3 on your student dashboard. So when you log into your dashboard, you'll see on the menu, My Courses, and you'll see down the bottom, Level 1 Key. So Level 1 Key is where to go to do Unit 1, Lesson 3, and also Unit 4 on education. So if you haven't done those classes already, don't worry, but please review and revisit or visit those sometime after the class. So today's focus is on education. So vocabulary to build up, help us build up vocabulary for education. So we're places where we learn. And you'll see here is a classroom. So a bit different from our classroom. So our classroom is an online classroom. So E2 School specialises in online learning, and you're with e2school.com. So we can learn from all over the world, which is wonderful. And in this lesson, you will learn and review vocabulary to do with places of education. So places where we do study to learn, and from a very young age, from when we are maybe 5 or 6 years old, or even younger, 4 years old, until usually we are an adult. And we'll also look at items in a classroom, so the things you find in a classroom, and subjects, so the areas of study, the topics and areas of study. Our grammar point today is how to use the verb have, and the different forms and the way we use it, so have and has. And we're going to focus on writing today, so A2 writing of the Cambridge Assessment English Test. So that will be helpful. So I hope you're ready. And if you're ready, let's start. So vocabulary. So I'm going to disappear now from the screen, and I'll come back later. And let's have a look at vocabulary for our places of education. So tell me, which order would you put these in according to age? So from when you start studying at a young age to when you finish studying. So I'll give you a minute now to please put these in order for A, B, C, D. These are in the wrong order. So put them in the right order now. You can use the chat box or just use your pen and paper. Okay, it looks like most of you have done it, so I'm going to check the answers now. So I think you all did it correctly, so well done. So we can see from, when we are very little, when we're very young, until when we are basically an adult, we start with kindergarten. And so this is before school. It's preparing us for primary or elementary school. And following primary school, so usually that is in Australia anyway, it's what we call prep, so preparatory year until grade 6, it's 6 years. Kindergarten's usually 1 or 2, primary or elementary school can be 6 or 7, and then high school. So again, in Australia, we have high school goes from so for 6 years after primary school. In some countries, I know there's junior high school and middle high school or upper high school. And then finally, university. So there could be college where you are, there could be different educational places, but this is what we have in Australia and in many countries. Okay, so let's check out some things in the classroom. So name the items. So just in the chat box now, if you can tell me, first of all, what is number 1? So anyone feel free to write in the chat box now. What is number 1? Tell me, see if you can get the spelling right. A chair, that's it. Yeah, thank you, Dilpreet. A chair or chair. Okay, let's look. Number 2, what is that? In the chat box. And book, Himanjini, thank you very much. And check number 3. And number 4. So there could be a few possibilities. A laptop, yeah, or just a computer. And number 4. So number 4 is the books are on something. What are the books on the bookshelf? Yeah, Himanjini, great. 4 books on the bookshelf, great. On a bookshelf, on the bookshelf. Excellent. And who is that at the front of the classroom? That is a teacher, yes. And what do we call this? So sometimes it's black. Before, a long time ago, it was black. Now, usually it's white. Yeah, blackboard. In this case, in the picture, it's a blackboard. But these days we have a whiteboard, or we could just say a board. So, yeah, the teacher it actually looks blue, not black. So board, a whiteboard, yeah. So a board, a whiteboard. Okay, and what about number 8? What is that? Who is that? A student, yeah. Good. And what have we got? A table. Let's have a look. So we'll check that you got all the correct answers. Computer. We've got a bookshelf. Teacher. Board and desk. Okay, so table or desk. If it's a desk, it's a table that is used only for studying or in an office. And yep, student or pupil might be another word. Okay, so that's all the things you can find in a classroom, or many things you can find in a classroom. Now, let's have a look at subjects. So I want you to match the meaning of the subjects. So subjects are what we study, especially at high school, at university. So they're areas of study. So we've got biology, number 1. Number 2, we've got chemistry. 3, English. 4, geography. 5, history. 6, maths. And 7, physics. So quite a few science subjects. We've got biology, chemistry, and physics are all different kinds of science subjects. I wonder if you can find the correct definition or meaning of these subjects. So please match the numbers and the letters now. And I'll give you 1 to 2 minutes to do that now. Okay, well done. Well done, Dilpreet. I can see your answers in the chat box. Fantastic. So let's check it out. So sometimes it's difficult to know these words for subjects. So biology, living things, the study of living things, plants, animals. Chemistry, the study of substances, solid, liquid, gas. So it's all those chemical substances. And number 3, D, language. So English, French, Hindi. Number 4, geography, countries and natural features. History, 5F, things that happen in the past. And 6A, numbers and shapes. And physics is objects and energy. So 7B. So I hope that you learned some new subject words today. Good work, Himanjini, as well. Great, looking good. Excellent, 7 out of 7, you did it. Yeah, I can see that. Fantastic. Okay, so our vocabulary is done. What do these clips have in common? So we're going to look at some grammar now. So looking at these video clips, grammatically speaking, what do they have in common? Okay, so did you notice anything the same? That's it, Dilpreet. They all had the word has or have. So they're all talking about, interesting, Himanjini, all in the past tense. Really? Truly? Let's have a look. So the first one, I have a dream. I have so many questions. I don't have any. Do we have a plan? She has no fear. Okay, so they're actually all in the present tense. So you were correct in that they all are in the same verb tense. So that's true. But the main thing is, it's using the word have. So we can have and we can use has as well. So let's have a look now at how to use have, verbs have or has. So we'll look at the rules. We'll look at how to write the form. So whether we need to write have or has, and we'll practice using those. So the rules for have or has, first of all, we use it to describe what you possess. So it could be something like I have a mobile, I have a car. It could be a feature. So it could be something like I have long legs. It could be a quality. I have a good memory. It could be relationships. Yeah, I have good friends. So it's things that you own or things that relate to you, could be about your body, could be about your personality. And it also can be with relationships. The teacher has blue eyes. I have good football skills. Summer has many classmates. So all of those sort of things that we have in our life or that we own, we use have. Number 2 for have, what you do or experience. So I think in another class we said have a picnic or have a barbecue. So that means, it's actually doing some action or activity or an event. And it often involves food or drink. So we can say have breakfast, have lunch, have dinner. We can say have a coffee, have a meal. So let's have a break. We won't have a break because we've just started, but we do say have a break. So that's more of an action. And Willie has a maths lesson. So this is an experience. They have a test. So again, an activity or an experience. We have lunch at 1 p.m. So with food and meals and drink, we can use have. So quite different uses of the word have. And to create this verb form, we create it by having our subject. So we've got I and then we've got the third person singular, he, she, it, you, we, they. So plus the verb form for I is have. So no change. She, he, it, we say has. And you, we, they have. So this is the one that's different, he, she, it. So I have a lesson. Willie has a football coach, so he. And the students have homework, they. Okay, so singular and plural form here. We could also say it. So you might say, my country, it has hot weather. It has a big population. Or we could talk about a place. So my university, it has a sports centre. Or it has good courses. So it can be a place or something. Okay, so another variation with have is got. So we sometimes use got after have when we're talking about what we possess or own, especially in British English or spoken English. So not so much American English. For example, I have got some books. Willie has got a music lesson after lunch. So we use that a lot in spoken English in Australia. And if we use got, we can use contractions, so short forms, when have is the extra verb, but not when it is the main verb. So let's have a look. For example, she's a pen. I've a pen. No, that's wrong. We don't say she's a pen, I've a pen. It sounds strange. We say she has a pen, I have a pen. If we use got, we can say she has got a pen, I have got a pen. Or the contracted form, so the contraction, we put the apostrophe S, she's got a pen, I've got a pen. Okay, so there are different ways we can express this. And let's try now to write down, or I want you to write which of these words are for to possess or own something, and which is an experience or an action or activity. So I'll give you about a minute now to write 3 in this group. So group 1, possess. Group 2, write 3 for that one as well. So in the chat box on your paper now. So I'll give you about a minute to 2 minutes to do that now. Okay, how did you go? So looking good, Himangini, Dilpreet in the chat box. So I think you got them all correct. A library. So have a library. So you could say, yeah, my suburb, my city has a library. A loud voice. So yeah, I have a loud voice. Laptops. Yeah, everyone in the class has laptops. So have an exam. So tomorrow I have an exam. Have a guess. So try to guess. And lunch, have lunch, so have a meal. Okay, so different activities or things that we own. So good work, everyone. So now I want you to fill in the blanks. So you don't have to write the whole sentence, just write one and then which one, have, and what's the noun. So 1 to 6, and just writing the verb has or have plus the correct word after it. So I'll give you a minute to do that now. Okay, so well done, Dilpreet. I can see your answers in the chat box, and again, perfect. You're very good. So this is where we have to be careful. We have to match the subject and the correct form of the verb, plus, of course, our vocabulary. So let's check it out. So the teacher has a loud voice. So teacher could be he or she, so we use has. We need to study hard as we have an exam tomorrow. So we need to use have. So when we talk about an exam, we're going to do an exam. We say have, I have an exam. The students have laptops. So plural, they have. Many students have lunch. So again, students with an S have. My university has a library. So it doesn't have to be a person. It could be it. The university has a library. So singular, we need has. You should have a guess. So you match with have and guess. Okay, so how did you go? Did everyone get that right? Himanjini, looking good. Excellent. Fantastic. Have to, okay, so just one correction, Himanjini. Have to give exam. So usually we say have an exam, not give an exam. So yeah, with exam, with test, have a test, have an exam. Okay. You can also say sit a test, or sit an exam. All right. So that was pretty easy. I think it was, you're doing well. So we're going to challenge you a little bit more. Great. Thanks, Manjini. You got it. Excellent. So that's what this class is all about, to learn some new things. Okay, so let's check out the different sentence structures we need to learn when we're learning a new verb. So we need to know positive, we need to know the negative form of the verb, how to make the question, and short answer. So the different sentence types we just studied. I have a book, Willie has a book. For negative, now we can say I do not have. So we need not plus do. We can also make a contraction here. I don't have a book. We can say Willie does not have a book, or we can make a contraction, doesn't have a book. Okay, so, but you'll notice, yeah, when we use the verb have in the present simple, we need do and does, and the negative is not. For a question, again, we need do. So we say, do I have a book? Does Willie have a book? Okay, so for I, we, they, you, we say do. He, she, it, we use does, and our question mark here. And for short answer, so if I say, do you have a book? Yes, I do. You can say, yes, I have a book, but it's very long. So for conversation, usually we say, yes, I do, no, I don't, or yes, he does, no, he doesn't. Okay. So we're going to practice these now. We're going to practice using the negative, question marks, and short answer. So let's do a quiz, and we're going to use Kahoot. So please get your phone, or if you're using your laptop, please log in to, or I should say, bring up kahoot.it. So this address on your phone. And if you're joining from YouTube, you can do it as well. Well, no, you can watch and type in the chat box. So I'm going to share the screen to our Kahoot page now. And we'll go across to, no, where are we? Kahoot. Where is Kahoot? Okay, so Kahoot is not there. Just a moment. I'm going to see if I can find it. Just a moment, please. Stop sharing for a moment. Just a moment to find our Kahoot. There it is. Okay. So share our sound. Okay, now we're here. So let's go to Classic. So here is our number. So can you please type in that number for the code and also your name? You'll need to add your name. Okay, so here's the PIN number here. Yep, Dilpreet, you did it. Great. And we've got Himanjini, fantastic. Okay, and is that all? Maybe we'll have a small game today. Okay, fantastic. So it's going to be, we've got, yeah, 2 players. So fantastic. Nashwa, thank you. So let's start. So we're practicing making sentences with have, and we're practicing questions, positive and negative sentences, and short answer. So good luck. And there's 8 questions. So the fastest person will get the highest score. So you have to get the right answer, but also be really fast. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? So please choose red for has, blue for have, yellow do not have, and green does not have. Okay, looking good, everyone. Well, 2. Let's try. Yay, Himanjini, very fast. Nashwa, 593, great. Okay, let's go to the next one. Dilpreet, you'll have to jump in now. So we've got red, blue, yellow, green. Okay, so let's check out, how did you go? Wow, so Dilpreet, well done. Himanjini's leading. Nashwa, good job, you still got it. Next one, number 3. Okay, let's check out the answers. So, wow, Himangini's, very fast. Nashwa, well done. Dilpreet, oh, it's very competitive. Next one. Have, do not have not, does not have. Okay, so it should be does not have. That's right, Himangini, because they had no desks. Well done, everyone. Next one. Do, does, doesn't have. Great, everyone got that one? Well done. Takes a while to understand what's going on. So, wow, Himangini, you're definitely leading the way. So, Nashwa has a streak with 3 correct answers in a row. Fantastic. Okay, next. Do, have, no, yes. Wow, fantastic. Okay, very good. So yes, he does. No, he doesn't. So short answer. All right, next. Nashwa has a streak of 4 with 4 correct answers in a row. Himangini and Dilpreet doing well as well. Oh, we only got 2 there. Let's have a look. Himangini got it. Well done. Okay, so last one. Maybe that's it. Okay, so let's check out the score. No, number 8. Do, don't have, haven't. So no, they don't. It should be. Okay, so well done, Himangini, you got it. And great job for Nashwa and Dilpreet. So it's a bit of speed and skills as well. But yeah, good job. Okay, so let's return now to our class. And let's review our grammar point today. So I have, he, she, he, it has, you, we, they have. I have a lesson. Willie has a football. The students have homework. And our sentence types, I have a book. Willie has a book. Negative, I do not have a book. Willie does not have a book. Remember, I don't have. Willie doesn't have. Question form, do I have a book? Does Willie have a book? Yes, I do. No, I don't. And short answer, yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Okay, so now you try. So we're going to do some writing now, which is A2 key reading and writing. It's writing a story, part 7, and this is the Cambridge Assessment English. So this will be a good test of what we've learnt today. So we're going to look at the 3 pictures. We're going to write the story shown in the pictures and write 35 words or more. So we have our vocabulary to use here. We're going to use it in order, so from top to bottom. And we're going to use have where we can. So we can say have tests. And this one we need to say to Mark. We can say have glasses, have a search, have a look, have lunch, maybe or maybe not lunchbox, and have a surprise. So we need to add a when we say a search, a look, a surprise. Okay, so that's a bit of help. So have a look at the picture now. What can you see? Okay, so we can see 3 pictures. So this is the whole story to begin with. Let's have a look. Okay, so can you guess the story, I wonder? Can I turn on my camera? Can you see the image of can you see the slides now? I'm still here, just checking you can see all our pictures. No, okay. Okay, so I'll stop sharing for a moment, just a moment. Okay, so can you see now? Is that better? Yes, fantastic. Thank you. Only Kahoot screen. Yes, okay, great. So let's look at the 3 pictures. And here is our vocabulary here. And I want you to try the first part of the story. So let's write the first part shown in this picture. So one day, Mr. Lee, and please use 1, 2, 3 of these words in the vocabulary to write the first sentence of the story. Okay, so I'll give you a minute or 2 to write that first sentence now. Okay, good job. Good job. I think Himangini, I think you got the closest. So let's have a look. One day, Mr. Lee has some tests to mark, but he doesn't have his glasses. So I think you mentioned the 3 parts. So well done. All right, so let's try the next one. So his students. So please use these words, search and look, to make a sentence here. I'll give you about a minute to write the second sentence now. Okay, so well done, Himangini. You said were searching, were looking. So you got the meaning right. And in this case, we are using the word have. So have a search for them. They have a look all over, but they can't find them. So we're showing how we can use have with different activities. His students look a magnifying glass to search for something, Dilpreet. Yeah, so I think this is good vocabulary, but I think this is they are looking. So it's to show they are looking, but not necessarily with a magnifying glass. Okay, let's try the next one. So picture number 3. So we've got Mr. Lee, we've got 1 o'clock. And what is this and what are these? So see if you can finish the last sentence now. Okay, good work, Himanjini. Yours is close. At 1 o'clock, Mr. Lee has lunch. When he opens his lunchbox, he has a surprise. It's his glasses. Yeah. Okay, so we can see we have tests to mark. He doesn't have his glasses. Have a search or have a look, we can say. And have lunch. He has lunch. And he has a surprise. Okay, so that was quite difficult, that our story there, but well done. Okay, so let's summarize. So today we learned how to use have verbs. For example, I have a book. Do you know how to use have verbs to talk about health? So we're going to find out next time. Okay, so that was our class today. So thank you for joining, and I hope that that helped you using have and has and the question and negative forms and some vocabulary. So again, E2 School is to help you with your test vocabulary, your pronunciation and grammar, and the key class for practicing different skills as well as our vocabulary and grammar. Please go to e2language.com for a test preparation. And if you have any questions now, any grammar questions or other questions, please ask me now. And if you have questions about courses or how to join e2school.com or E2 Language, you can contact hello@e2school.com. Okay, so let me know if you have anything you'd like to ask now in the class, any questions about have or anything, any vocabulary. So if you haven't, thank you for joining. Thanks for working hard, and you did very well. And I look forward to seeing you next time. So thank you, Himanjini. Thank you, Dilpreet. Have a great day. Yeah, you too. Thanks very much for joining, and I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. So be well, study hard, and be confident with all your English because you're doing very well. Okay, so thank you, everyone, and goodbye. Thank you. See you then.